p.m. Good afternoon.
From W5DI. 2 p.m. N5CG. N5CG.
5JC.
N5CG. W5RHS KG5RON. Kelly, are you monitoring?
He's probably sleeping. He's got to work tonight. W5ATS mobile.
Yeah, copy that. I figured he'd still be asleep, but, you know, with thunder shower activity in the area, you know how he is with the weather. He's usually awake whenever there's thunderstorms, and I just wanted to see if he was monitoring.
Roger. I'll back out and let you try him again. He might be awake. W5ATS.
By the way, AA5JC. Okay, well, I appreciate it, though. You know, no problem at all. Just looking at some thunder shower activity, you know, moving into the Little Rock area and around Lonsdale and also around Piercy, south of Hot Springs. And I just, you know, wanted to see if he is monitoring and we could chat a little bit about it, you know, but no problem. Have a good one. Be safe out there. KG5RON, we appreciate you.
AA5JC is in here as well.
Hello there, boss man. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, bud. How have you been?
I'm doing quite adequate. Just monitoring the sales here in the central part of the state. There's only one severe storm that's clipping the very western edge of Hot Spring County and moving in toward Caddo Valley and Arkadelphia. But other than that, I don't see much happening right now.
Yeah, roger that. We had a lightning strike that was about 3 miles away about 20 minutes ago, and now I can hear it actively thundering. And, yeah, if I open the window here, yeah, it's pretty good wind going. Wow, really good wind going, actually. Like, good strong wind. Seems to be mostly clear sky, though. But, yeah, there's definitely rumble coming from somewhere close by in West Little Rock. AA5JC.
Just copy that, Josh. I'm looking at the cell between, say, Ferndale and West Little Rock there, and it's moving into the southeast, and it does show a hell marker of about 1 inch, about a 70% chance of 1 inch hail right now. That's in between Ferndale and Pinnacle, but it is tracking towards the 430 area there, and it'll be affecting that very, very shortly. So you'll get a little dose of it here pretty quick. I would expect some lightning for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as I heard that first rumble, I went ahead and disconnected my HF antenna. And, yeah, there's a little bit of a sprinkling going on, but I don't see much else right now. But, yeah, it's kind of a gray. Most of the sky is blue, but honestly, straight up, there's this, grayish storm that looks like it's coming overhead. But, yeah, that wind is something out there right now. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, and the power just flickered. That's fun. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'll have the radio on if you need anything, but otherwise I'm just sitting here working. Talk to you soon. AA5JC, I'll be standing by.
Okay, Josh, you be careful, and I'll try to keep you advised. We do have 2 severe storms. One's around DeQueen and Horatio over in the south, the southwestern part of the state, and also the one around Hot Springs in Clark County. So we'll be keeping you advised here. Like I said, you should expect some foul weather, if you want to call it that. Storm, lightning, maybe a possibility of hail very, very shortly there. It's knocking on your door. No further. KG5RO in.
3 p.m. M5CG. Attention, severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Grant County and central Arkansas, east central Garland County and central Arkansas, south central Saline County and central Arkansas, northeastern Hot Spring County in southwestern Arkansas until 3:30 p.m. At 3:01 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Lonsdale, or 11 miles southeast of Hot Springs Village, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Benton, Malvern, Haskell, Rockport, Traskwood, Tall, Perla, Lansdale, Magnet Cove, Fanter, Nance, Gifford, Shaw, Glen Rose, Crows, Owensville. Here are the...
This is W5RHS repeater.
KG5RO in. I'm not sure if that alert went out over the system. I know it's on the 120, so I'll make mention of it real quick. National Weather Service Little Rock issued severe thunderstorm warning effective till 3:30 for northwestern Grant, east central Garland, south central Saline, and northeastern Hot Spring counties. At 3:01, severe thunderstorm located over Lonsdale, 11 miles southeast of Hot Springs Village, moving southeast 25. And its radar indicated 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. Benton, Malvern, Rockport, Tull, Traskwood, Haskell, Perla, and Lonsdale all in the path. No further. KG5RO in.
Hey, Ron, just to let you know, yeah,
KG5RON, 5 p.m.
Ron, this is Josh. Just to let you know real quick, those alerts do go across the link. So just so you're aware. AA5JC, and there's another station calling you. on my work. AA5JC.
Josh, thank you very much. I wasn't sure if it went over through the whole system or not. Okay, other station calling KG5RON. Go ahead, please.
KG5RON, this is AA5PM. I was just going to say the exact same thing that AA5JC mentioned. I'm on our repeater here in Conway and Faulkner County, and I got that automated alert just to let you know. No further, this is AA5PM.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and you're sounding good on the link system there out of Conway for sure. So I don't see anything up in your general vicinity at all. Everything is south of you in the Pulaski, Saline, Hot Spring County area, and Garland County. So, but if we see anything pop up, we'll definitely keep y'all advised. We'll appreciate y'all for the information. Got to get back into the swing of things, I guess. I forget stuff. KG5RON, we appreciate you. Information for AA5JC and Unison stations in the Pulaski County area. I would bet you money that they'll probably be putting a severe thunderstorm warning on that cell in West Little Rock pretty quick. It just looks just as impressive as the one that's in Lonsdale, and it's thunderstorm warned. I would expect that probably to happen here very, very soon. So that's just my rendering of a thought. So just be advised, there is a lot of lightning and heavy downpours and the such, and possibility of 1-inch hail. So just to keep y'all advised, there could be a warning coming up here very soon. KG5RON.
Thank you, sir. AA5JC.
JFK.
Boy, you can really call it, Ron. They just issued one for this area.
Attention, severe thunderstorm warning.
Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for north central Grant County and central Arkansas, northeastern Saline County and central Arkansas, central Pulaski County and central Arkansas until 3:45 p.m. At 3:08 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Chenal Valley or over West Little Rock, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour in gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Little Rock, North Little Rock, West Little Rock, Maumelle, Bryant, Downtown Little Rock, Southwest Little Rock, Shannon Hills, Wrightsville, Argenta, Otter Creek, Ironton, Chenal Valley, East End, Sweet Home, Geyer Springs, Mapleville, State Fairgrounds, Scott, Burns Park. Here are the latest weather conditions at 2 p.m. At Little Rock. Skies were partly sunny. The temperature was 100 degrees, with a heat index of 113 degrees. At North Little Rock, the temperature was 97, dew point 76, humidity 51, heat index 110. The wind was west at 6 miles an hour. The barometer was 29.91 inches and falling. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Grant County and central Arkansas, east central Garland County and central Arkansas, south central Saline County and central Arkansas, northeastern Hot Spring County and southwestern Arkansas until 3:30 p.m. At 3:01 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Lonsdale, or 11 miles southeast of Hot Springs Village, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour in gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Benton, Malvern, Haskell, Rockport, Traskwood, Tull, Perla, Lansdale, Magnet Cove, Fanter, Nance, Gifford, Shaw, Glen Rose, Crows, Owensville. The National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for north central Grant County and central Arkansas, northeastern Saline County.
6, 5, time out, 5, time out, clear. Time out, clear. N5CG.
Since y'all are monitoring the weather, I want to turn our weather radio off. Leave RHS on control. W5RHS, KG5RON. Thank you very much, Mr. Hester. You can't go. Let me drink water. W5RHS, portable. Grant you portable. Okay, Kelly, no problem. AA5JC, KG5RON. Just some information. I've noticed a little bit of a drop in intensity in that cell up in the southern part and western part of Pulaski. It seems like it's building up towards that Sweet Home area, but there's still a hell core just to the west of the 430 area there. Possibility of 3/4 inch hail. So no further, no response. Hail. So no further, no response. Hail. So W5RHS, KG5RON. Thank you very much, Mr. Hester. You can't go. Let me drink water. W5RHS, portable. Grant you portable. Okay, Kelly, no problem. AA5JC, KG5RON. Just some information. I've noticed a little bit of a drop in intensity in that cell up in the southern part and western part of Pulaski. It seems like it's building up towards that Sweet Home area, but there's still a hell core just to the west of the 430 area there. Possibility of 3/4 inch hail. So no further, no response required. KG5RON.
The Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. N5CG.
Information for our friends down in Clark County and western Hot Spring County. The cell that was severe warned, the warning has been dropped, and I noticed a noted decrease in activity and intensity in that storm. You still, however, might pick up some heavy rain and possible heavy lightning also. Still showing 1/4 inch hail in that cell. There's almost linear line of storms from all the way from DeQueen and Gillum and Horatio and western, southwestern Arkansas, all the way up through Little Rock into the Pulaski County area. And these are individual cells, and they're kind of blowing up and then raining themselves out, kind of like what they call a diurnal thunderstorm. Afternoon heating type situation, so you can expect high winds and lightning in these as they blow up, and then they kind of rain as the rain falls down the cloud through the storm cloud. It kind of diminishes, so it blows up like popcorn, and then it squashes itself, if you will. So I just thought we'd pop in there with that, and we'll keep you advised. KG5RON. This is KG5RON. We have some information that Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning in the Saline County area. It's downstream from Saline County of that storm that's here now. Severe thunderstorm warning till 4:15, northwestern Grant, south central Saline, eastern Hot Spring counties. Severe thunderstorm located over at Rockport near Mount moving southeast at 2020. Mount Fern, Traskwood, Point, Thiel, Magnet Cove, and Rockport and Prattsville are all in the path of that severe thunderstorm warning until 4:15. It's downstream from the current warning that we have for Saline County. KG5RON.
To the W5DI repeater, Little Rock, Arkansas.
N5CG.
We have another severe thunderstorm warning effective till 4:15 for northwestern Grant County and southeastern Saline County. At, I believe it says 3:34. Let me see. It's hard to see. 3:34. Severe thunderstorm located near Haskell, 7 miles southwest of Benton, moving east at 15:15. Benton, Haskell, Tull, Belfast, Shaw, Sheridan, Traskwood, and Cane Creek are all in the path of this severe thunderstorm. It looks like the severe thunderstorm is splitting, and we've got one that's moving a little bit more to the south and southeast, and then the other one's moving more to the east-southeast. So this storm on the Saline, Hot Spring County line is splitting, and so they've issued dual severe thunderstorm warnings for that other segment that's moving. So there you have it. KG5RON. This information we're going to run through the severe thunderstorm warnings that we have with a break in between each one. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3:45. North Central Grant, East Central Saline, and Southeastern Pulaski counties. Break. Now, all right. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 4:15 for northwestern Grant County and southeastern Saline counties here in central Arkansas. We've got a severe thunderstorm located over Haskell, 7 miles southwest of Benton, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Break. Okay, KG5RON. And we also have a severe thunderstorm warning effective till 4:15 also for northwestern Grant, south central Saline, and eastern Hot Spring counties. Severe thunderstorm located over Rockport near Malvern, moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. And that's the same storm basically as the one I just read for Saline County. And this will be eventually moving down into Belfast, Prattsville, and Sheridan. This storm cell is splitting, and that's why they have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings on that one cell, because it's going to be 2 cells here very soon. So we thought we'd mention that. Break, and I've got information for folks in Pulaski. Okay, it's KG5RON at 3:40. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Pulaski till 3:45. However, the cell that's over, say, University Avenue and down along Interstate 30 has kind of diminished somewhat, but we have a regenerating thunderstorm that has moved on off to the east that it's kind of popped up there around Wrightsville, between Wrightsville and Sweet Home. This will be affecting Keogh and England very shortly. This is part of that same cell, but it has lost a lot of energy, and the Pulaski County cell has. However, the one in southern Saline County and Hot Spring County and Grant County is definitely getting a little bit stronger, and there's another cell popped up around between, say, Lonsdale and Hot Springs, shows a hail marker of a 100% chance of about 1-inch hail. So we thought we'd make mention of that. and it is now joining up with the cell that's in Saline County now. So we'll keep you advised. KG5RON. KG5RON. Just information for our friends in Pulaski County. The severe thunderstorm warning for you has been allowed to expire. It is expired, and that's the cell that has lost a lot of intensity. So we'll drop that off the list and keep you advised. KG5RON.
N5CG. CG.
And just going to put a little thing out there for our friends down in, say, Clark County and maybe Pike County. We have a couple of thunderstorms, and one's in western Clark County, one's in eastern, southeastern Pike County, and it appears that they're around Murfreesboro, and it appears they're going to be merging here very shortly. The one coming out of Pike County has a 1-inch hail marker, and the one over in western Clark County's got one half inch hail marker. It looks like they're going to be forming together, and they might, I don't know, but they just might put a warning out for Clark County. So we'll keep you advised. There is not a warning as of right now, but you can expect high winds, heavy rain, lightning, and possibility of hail. So we'll keep you advised. But as of right now, we wanted to give you a heads up. They very well could be issuing a warning shortly. They may not, but they very well could be. So there you have it. KG5RON. Yeah, go ahead, W5SMZ, KG5RON.
Buddy, looking back over to the west, coming across Carpenter Street overpass, there is a cloud that looks like a wall cloud with a tail dragging on the bottom of it, tail pointing west, the head of it pointing east. Pretty good sized cloud.
Whereabouts are you located?
Carpenter Street overpass, looking down towards South Street, back down south of town. Pretty mean looking storm there. You can tell there's a lot of rain falling out of it.
Yeah, copy that. I'm looking here on the radar on velocities, and there's just a lot going on there. Got one storm cell that's trying to split, and they put a warning out for like around Haskell and Detente, and then also down toward Malvern and Point and Prattsville. So I think what's happening there, that's, the storms are they're fighting each other. I do believe. I don't see a lot of rotation there. I do, however, see a lot of wind and the such, so that might be just whipping the clouds around and, giving us a little bit of a scare. I really don't think there's much happening there, but that doesn't mean anything.
I don't think it's anything to be worried about. It's just a tough looking, look like a wall cloud there laid on its side, with a big long tail dragging out and hanging off the bottom of it. So something to watch.
Yeah, copy that. Now the southern part of the storm, from Malvern to Point to Prattsville, that part of the storm is kind of losing intensity, and this one that you're talking about, the same storm cell, but it seems to be building up on the eastern flank of that other cell, so it might be becoming the dominant feature in that. Belfast appears to be getting kind of hammered right now, and we do have, it shows 3/4-inch hail, and we've got another cell around Magnet Cove and the such, just moved out of Lonsdale that's joining up with this storm. So it's in transition period right now. There's 3 storm cells that are all fighting and winds going in different directions, so we'll keep a close watch on it, and if you could, keep us advised on that.
pick up CAUHF UVM from work and head back home, back out towards 5. So I'll be looking. If I see it looking pretty weird or something, man, I'll holler at you. Anyway, have yourself a good one. Good to hear you on here, Ron. 75 SMZ. I'll be clear.
Thank you very much. We appreciate the kind words, and we appreciate any reports that we get, from our folks out there, spotters and the such. You have no idea. Well, I guess you do have an idea how much that does help, because it gives us ground truth. If anything's on the ground or possibly on the ground, well, we get a head start on it, because, you can have a radar that costs you $10, $20 million, but it can't see what's on the ground. And that's where we come in. So we appreciate you calling and everybody else calling and letting us know what they see. Nothing further. KG5RON. Thanks, man. Okay, this is KG5RON. And just as I thought, the National Weather Service in Little Rock has issued a severe thunderstorm warning effective until 4:45 for central Clark and southeastern Pike County. At 3:56, severe thunderstorm located near Halfway, about 15 miles east of Murfreesboro, moving east at 35. Arkadelphia, Okolona, Gurdon, Richwood, Gum Springs over in Clark County, and Halfway are all in the path of that severe thunderstorm warning. And we were talking about the possibility of them issuing that severe thunderstorm warning for Clark County. Well, it came through. Now, this thing, I'm looking at it, it has a hail core after the cell joined up out of Pike County into Clark County. It's got it shows 2-inch possibility of 2-inch hail. So that is what I was afraid of, and that's located right over Antoine, between Delight and Okolona. So that thunderstorm is why they issued the severe thunderstorm warning. Now it's tracking southeast. It'll be passing to the south of Arkadelphia, so Okolona and Curtis and possibly Gurdon will be in the path. No further. KG5RON.
The Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock.
RON. I'm just looking at the chat on the Weather Service, and they're talking about the severe thunderstorm warning for Pike and Clark County. And 1-inch hail and a 60-mile-an-hour wind. They're talking about, they said that warning storm has several microburst signatures from the Shreveport and Little Rock radar. Both confirm this. So they're talking about microburst signatures on that storm down in Pike and Clark County. And that can do a lot of damage, even like a tornadic damage. The winds dropping out of that storm can hit the ground, and it's got to go somewhere, so it goes out in every direction. Quite, damaging winds. So we just thought we'd make mention of that. They are looking at that at the Weather Service. KG5RON.
RON 75SMZ.
SMZ, KG5RON.
Those 3 pictures I just texted you.
I haven't looked at the Skywarn page. Where'd you send it, to the Skywarn page or what?
I just text them to your phone. These 3 pictures I snapped real quick while I was sitting in the traffic light over there. That's a pretty interesting looking cloud.
Okay, if you send it to the the 9873 number. I no longer use that when I have a new phone number. You're breaking up. You're not holding the repeater very well. I don't know if you can switch over to a different repeater or increase your power. I don't know. Okay, this is KG5RON. You're not holding the repeater enough where I can hear you there. Sorry about that. Information. The Weather Service has allowed the severe thunderstorm warning for Hot Spring County, Saline, and Grant County to expire. It expired at 4:15, and I'm noticing that there is a definite drop in the intensity. However, you still have a lot of frequent lightning, possibility of hail up around Belfast and maybe even Sheridan and Prattsville area there, as it's tracking right for the Whitehall and Pine Bluff area. But it has been dropped, the severe thunderstorm warning, but there's still a chance of lightning and heavy rains, winds, and the such. It seems like the storm is dying. So there is a chance of also of microbursts. This happens with these types of diurnal thunderstorms, afternoon heating type thunderstorms. They build up real quick and then they kind of basically squash like a can. So they flatten out and all the wind's got to go somewhere, so it goes to the ground, it hits the ground. Then it has high winds, that can cause damage. So we'll keep you advised of that. But that severe thunderstorm warning for Hot Spring, Grant, and Saline County has been allowed to expire. The break-in, I'll tell you more about the one around Arkadelphia and Gurdon. KG5RON. Service still has a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45 for central Clark County and southeastern Pike County in Arkansas. Severe thunderstorm located near halfway. That's about 15 miles east of Murfreesboro, and it's moving east at 30 miles an hour. So Arkadelphia, Oklahoma, Gurdon, and that area there is still under a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45. KG5RON.
KD5 RLQ monitoring.
This is the Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. N5C.
5RON, 35SM. Get a copy on me now?
A lot better than it was. It's still a little bit crackly, but I think I can pull you out.
Radio hit the floor a couple of times during working on the truck the past couple of days. Antenna was unscrewed a little bit. I posted those pictures to the Skywarn if you look at them.
Copy that. I'm not sure what number that you're sending it to. It might be Kelly or whatever the case is, but I'm just looking at the radar here. We've got a couple of warnings. The warning for that storm that you were referencing and sending pictures, it has lost a lot of its intensity.
It was one of those, just happened to be in the right place at the right time when I snapped those three pictures real quick. I was sitting at the traffic light.
Copy that. Well, we definitely appreciate the effort, no doubt about it. I don't know if you can send it, to me on the Skywarn or not. It's on Facebook, so I'm not sure if you can do that or not. You can send it to me on Facebook Messenger, and maybe I'll receive it.
Public post on your Skywarn page. It's there somewhere.
Copy that. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll check it out there. Yeah, that's very interesting there, because you see the beaver tail coming. That's what they call a beaver tail. That's an inflow notch, and that usually is, right around a wall cloud, but let me look at that a little bit closer. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, I tell you.
Those just happen to be at the right place, right time things. I try to capture those anytime I can. I've got some pretty good ones.
Copy that, man. You done a good job, because I'm looking at it. It's very clean and clear. I'm making the picture bigger, and that. Well, I tell you, you got a clear notch in the back there. You got the rain in such an occluded area in the front, and that's what in my opinion, that is called an inflow notch, and that is what they call a beaver tail. Whenever you got winds coming into a storm, it compresses the air, and it causes clouds to form, and that's the part that was hanging. It looked like it's hanging down, but that's actually called a beaver tail, and then
It's the right time things. I try to capture those anytime I can. I've got some pretty good ones.
Copy that, man. You done a good job, because I'm looking at it. It's very clean and clear. I'm making the picture bigger, and that. Well, I tell you, you got a clear notch in the back there. You got the rain in such an occluded area in the front, and that's what in my opinion, that is called an inflow notch, and that is what they call a beaver tail. Whenever you got winds coming into a storm, it compresses the air, and it causes clouds to form, and that's the part that was hanging. It looked like it's hanging down, but that's actually called a beaver tail, and then where the tail comes in to the main part of the cloud, that's where your wall cloud would be, and I'll be doggone if that doesn't look like that's what happened. So I'm glad you pointed that out to me. You got some great pictures. I'll post it up.
Yeah, we got a few limbs down here and there. It got kind of stupid for just a couple of minutes over at the house when I was leaving over on 5, but nothing drastic. The wind got up real stiff for a few minutes.
Yeah, copy that. Well, I see what you were referring there, and I would agree with you there. There was a couple of storms that are converging, and that's what you were looking at there. That one part of it was off to the left, and then the other part of the other cloud is off to the right, and that's where they were both colliding. You happen to be right in the right spot.
Opportunity very often. You got to jump on it when you do.
Copy that. Now, if there was, any more rotation and the such, that's a spot you really wouldn't want to be in, because that's called the bear cage, because if you'll notice on the left side of the one picture, there's heavy rain, and then on the right side of the picture, there's rain from the other part of the other thunderstorm, and they're converging, so you got winds going in one direction and winds going in another. and that's why it appears to be a wall cloud. But that, that's definitely an inflow notch, and that's where those two were coming together.
I got that rascal. All right, man, we're headed back to the house there. 73's Ron, take care of yourself. W5SMZ, I'm going to be clear.
Okay, Jay, I tell you what, you wouldn't want to be in that area unless you're like Reed Timmer or something. He gets all up in that area, in those storms in the bear cage. I got a little bit more respect for that stuff, so, but anyway, that's a great set of pictures there, and I'm looking, and Kelly has already given a thumbs up, so, I think he concurs with me. But like I said, that is inflow in between two storms, and you got wind from one storm spinning in one direction and blowing in another, and you got the other storm converging with it. So, yeah, you got winds going in all directions. It just happened to bring in an inflow notch, and I thought I saw one, but there was just a lot going on the radar. So. But anyway, thanks, Jay. We appreciate you and all the spotters out there for, keeping us advised and sending pictures to us. I'll see you soon. KG5RON.
N5CG W5DI repeater
4:27 p.m.
And just want to reiterate, we only have one severe thunderstorm warning in the central part of the state. We have one over in the eastern part around Dumas and everything, but that's out of our broadcast region. We do have one severe thunderstorm in Clark County right now, from basically is stretching from Okolona over to Curtis, just south of Gum Springs, and over to Gurdon. But the heaviest part of the thunderstorm is in between Wheeling Springs and Sparkman and Washita in that area with 1 1/4 inch hail. That is the strongest part of the storm right now. So they might be issuing a warning, a severe thunderstorm warning a little bit further. In fact, they just popped it up. How you like that? I'm 3 for 3 today. Severe thunderstorm warning effective till 5:15 for Clark County, Dallas County, and Washita County. Severe thunderstorm located, 8 miles east of Wheeling Springs, or 20 miles south of Arkadelphia, moving southeast at about 25 miles an hour. So Camden, Sparkman, Wheeling Springs, Bearden, and Chittister are all in the path of that severe thunderstorm warning. I had a feeling they were going to issue a warning further downstream because this thing is really built up on us here. We look like we've got 1 1/4 inch hail. That's a 100% chance of hail and an 80% chance of significant hail. So there you have it. KG5RON. RHS, KG5RON. W5RHS, KG5RON. Kelly, are you still monitoring? Back down asleep. I was going to have him go ahead and activate the weather radio again because the only thunderstorm that we have in our broadcast region is moving out of our broadcast region down to the Camden area, and everything else is over on eastern Arkansas on the Arkansas River. So I'm going to go ahead and keep a close watch on it, but I'm going to drop out of doing the current alerts unless we have something pop up in the central area here. So KG5RON, I'll be clear.
N5CG W5DI Little Rock repeater.
Good afternoon. 5 p.m. Good afternoon.
From W5DI. 5 p.m. N5CG. This is the Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. W5DI.
Out there to anybody, this is AA5JC. If you're not in West Little Rock and you don't have to be there, don't come to West Little Rock right now. It's gridlock everywhere, power outage in certain places, trees down, power lines are down across certain roads. There's certain roads that are closed. Even emergency services are having a hard time getting around. So just throwing it out there to anybody around. Don't come to West Little Rock right now if you don't have to. AA5JC in it.
For the report, DRU.
Yeah, I mean, I was only about my house was about 2-3 miles away. But that storm, I guess, turned into a quick little microburst. And there's trees down, power outages. Like I said, power lines down and all sorts. It's crazy right now.
Well, hunker down. Hope it gets sorted soon. You wouldn't know it in Conway. It's just hot, sunny. Boy. Anyway, thanks for the report. I'll avoid and check on where my wife is. AA5JC, K5DRU, 7-3.
7-3. It looks like I'll be in the car. What normally takes me 10 minutes to get home from here looks like it's going to take better part of an hour. AA5JC, mobile for a while.
AA5JC, WA5ZZT.
Yeah, go ahead, ZZT, what's up?
I want to tell you and the new guy are doing an excellent job, and if I can ever repay the favor, let me know.
What new guy, and in what capacity? What are you talking about?
Nights. He used to play for the Pulaski Academy Bruins. I can't think of his first name, but I just want to tell you thank you, Josh. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh, yeah, of course. Man, that's a labor of love right there. I love doing that. Well, yeah, Garrett Benson is the one you might be thinking of. He's been kind of the typical standard guy that comes in, and then he up and forgot to tell me last week until like Wednesday or Thursday that he was leaving for Hawaii. So Blake Amsler joined me last week. He'll be with me again this week. They both were students at BA, and Blake was formerly a coach there. So he's got, and still knows a lot of the kids. So that really helps with his insight. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've got another home game this week against Russellville. I don't remember them being very good last year, but there's my wife calling. Let me drop off here for a second. But thanks again, and I'll be back here in a bit. AA5JC.
I do appreciate it. You have one listener every Friday, WA5ZZT.
This is the Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. N5CG.
DI repeater, Little Rock, Arkansas.
6 p.m. Good evening.
From W5DI. 6 p.m. N5CG. N5CG.
ZP, mobile monitoring.
N5CG.
7 p.m. Good evening.
From W5DI. 7 p.m. N5CG. N5CG. This is the Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock.
8 p.m. Good evening.
From W5DI. 8 p.m. N5CG. This is the Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. 5CG.
10 p.m. Good evening.
From W5DI. The Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock. 5CG.
Mobile.
N5CG.
Hello and goodbye.
How you doing this evening, sir?
You must be late getting off work.
Yeah, I had to do a live shot at 10 o'clock. They had one of the houses out there on Shackleford and Breckenridge. When that thunderburst came through, the guy had his house rebuilding, and, you know, they had the wood frame up. And this wind came through probably about 70, 80 miles an hour and just totally blew the house back down again.
A lot of damage in that area. That's just where the tornado came through before. And I was beginning to wonder if it might have not possibly could have been a little tornado that just spun down for a second or not. But I don't know. Sounds like it was a mess up there.
Yeah, there was no power in that area out there, so I had to get there an hour before the shoot just to try to get lights set up so I could light the area up. So, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Even in my dad's old neighborhood, Colony West, another house got some trees on top of it. So it's like, man, they just getting out of luck out of there with the storms coming through there.
Just don't quit them. Well, I'm here at work, and I'm running late. Well, I'm not late yet, but I don't want to be. So I'll catch you shortly, maybe if I reach it.
All right, Kelly. Have a good evening. Be safe. Talk at you later on. KC5HVA.
This is Central AR Radio Emergency Net W5DI repeater in West Little Rock.
PM. Good evening.
From W5DI. N5CG.
12 a.m. Good morning.
From W5DI.